Baby hands and ruby lips, special magic from her fingertips. She could heal a nation with just a touch, make your soul cry without as much. Bring from the wellsprings on desert sand, walk on the oceans as tableland. She majestic, this you comprehend. The lady of love, dream of every man. I'm talking about love. Talking about love. Talking about love. Talking about love. I'm talking about L.O.B.'s love. Talking about love. I'm talking about love. I will walk a million miles over glass my feet bare. Stare directly at the sun until blinded by the glare. Climb Everest the mountain, swim the deepest sea. If this woman I see would give her love to me, through bloodshot eyes did she call to me. But for the love I would no longer be known. If you will love me, you can really say. But for a moment with her, give a thousand days. Talking about love. Talking about love. That's what Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Can I make you move now? Yes, I can. So you can get this move in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
Listen, our partners at BetOnline continue to be the #1 source for all your betting needs and sports info. Hey, y'all, it's your man, Lloyd Spencer. Find all the latest odds, news, and sports developments, including Major League Baseball, the latest fighting news, and even next season's early NFL futures. So with training camp right around the corner, BetOnline has opened up the odds for team wins, division futures, and, of course, the Super Bowl. So this is what you got to do. Get to the website, betonline.ag, and use your mobile device to sign up today to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, to get the bonus and get into the action. BetOnline.ag, BetOnline, where the game starts. Tell them, yeah, boy, let me always make it.
Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. NOIZ, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother NOIZ, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle NOIZ, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ. Two, three, four. I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard to live it, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause who knows what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming. I know, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. And then I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me please. And he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Whoa, there been times that I thought, whoa, I would last too long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Oh, yes it will. It's gonna change. It's gonna change. Oh, yes it will.
So glad to be here with you tonight for Talkin NOIZ. I'm here, Mama Noise is here, and we are here with not heavy hearts. I wouldn't say our hearts are heavy, but they are obviously and deeply concerned for our brother and our friend and our and the uncle of Noise Media, Unc Noise. So we are concerned about him and his well-being, and we're waiting on an update, but we will tell you what we know, and what we basically know is what you know, or what we can share is what you've already been made aware of. So for those of you who may not have known or were not aware of what was going on, late last night, we were made aware of it earlier, but late last night, posted something on his social media, his Facebook page, requesting that if you are a friend or a family member or anybody connected to him in any way, which means you, the noisemakers, that Unc was going in for an emergency brain surgery. It was not something that he was aware of. It was something that happened, but he was made aware of it. And right now, all we can share is that he is in surgery as we speak, and we will, if something, we get an update during the show that we can share, we'll be glad to share it with you. Or if something posted to social media, we'll be glad to share that with you as well. But we just want to send our love and our thoughts and our prayers to Unc while he is in surgery, and pray for a quick recovery and a safe recovery as well. We are to say that we were not taken aback by it would be lying. We were, But one thing about our company and us individually, we believe in the power of prayer. We believe in the healing power of our God. So we believe that Jesus can do all things. And so that's what we believe. So that's what we're standing on and hoping for, and praying that for Unc and his wife Karen and his beautiful son Bubby and his beautiful daughters, stepdaughters or whatever. We're just praying for everybody involved. So, Cuz, Mama Noise, you got anything that you want to say tonight before we get started with the rest of the show?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Folks say prayer will fix it every time.
Yes. That's it. So we stand in agreement with one another and pray for quick and substantial healing. So, in
order to be in agreement, do we need to fist bump? Is that how that works? How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know how the modern agreement works. Like back in the day, they would tarry. They would go to the church and tarry.
They would touch and agree.
They would touch and agree, and they would tarry in the building.
Right.
But we don't have a building, so we just got like maybe fist bump or some virtual fist bump or whatever.
Why Mama Noise looking like that?
Mama Noise, you do look a little in the dark. Are you all right? First of all, you look amazing. I love your outfit. You look beautiful as always.
You look very southern, Mama Noise.
Yeah, and I like the way you got the red blended with the red background. You look good, girl.
Look like you've been out there picking some pole beans.
No, she hadn't done that. It's too hot for all that, brother. It's too hot for all that. You got to draw a line somewhere. So one of the things we talked about what kind of show this would be today, and honestly, it's gonna be the show that we always do, because that's the show Unc would want us to produce, and so we're gonna do the show we always do. We're gonna have some fun, and hopefully y'all will join in on that fun, and we're gonna have a good time. So this is in case you missed it Monday. We got a lot of great stuff to talk about. And I hope y'all ready for us. There you go. Cuz, what happened? Did he get is it an intruder come in? What happened? Oh yeah. You know what's funny, Ron? You know what's funny? That room is actually called the Red Room. We've been calling it the Red Room for years. It is red curtains, the bedspread and everything in the bed is red. It is called the Red Room. So you nailed that, even though you didn't know you were nailing it. You nailed it, brother. So there you go. So shout out to Mama Noise in the Red Room. Mama Noise, why are you so quiet? Why does it look like you're so far away?
I'm closer to the screen.
Are you? Okay, it just feels like you're far away. But if you're not, I trust you, Mama Noise. I trust you. Okay. But yeah, we ready to rock and roll. White Organist called in again. I'm a little concerned because I think these twins is whooping his tail. I think he's sleepy and up, and I don't know. I think something's going on with White Organist, so I'm concerned. We got a meeting scheduled for Wednesday, so. But we got to talk. You can't just keep missing days, bro.
He might be getting work somewhere else.
He might. Listen, maybe he does. Maybe he need to make more money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him if he go get another job. I ain't mad at that. So it's all good. What else was I gonna say? Oh, that was it. I guess that was all from that perspective. I guess we should. Hey, Rossi, you about to lose your job, right? You about to lose your job, bro. What are you doing? Okay. We have a good show scheduled for you today, and a good show scheduled for you tomorrow. Cuz has a habit of finding these videos that be like 2 and 3 years old, but they be relevant to what's going on now. So we got a good show scheduled for y'all tomorrow. On our Talk That Tuesday question, do we have our sights on better, or are we incapable of better? That's our Talk That Tuesday questions. Are we incapable of better? Are we just so far gone down the road that we cannot achieve better as a people? Which I think that's an interesting question to ask. So we'll get into that conversation tomorrow. But today, again, is in case you missed it, Monday, and I'm gonna start out in a joyful note joyful and shocking. Joyful and shocking because I think it was either Saturday night. Was it Saturday night when this broke? Yeah, Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, or in the afternoon, I guess it was. It broke that she did it. Mama Noise, she actually did it. This was not a runaway bride situation. She didn't flame out at the end. Jennifer Lopez got married to Ben Affleck. She is now Jennifer Affleck.
Wow.
I know. I was shocked too.
Okay.
I was very surprised.
So she's the Suge of 2022. Suge Avery. I's married now.
She's married now. I was surprised. Now some of the rumors were that they did it because they wanted to make sure nobody got cold feet.
Okay.
I don't know how true that is though.
Well, it sounds very true in reference to J-Lo.
Well, actually, the rumor was that it was Ben that had cold feet.
I apologize. I'm going to be bouncing out a little bit in and out, but I'm here.
Okay.
Y'all said that she probably got cold feet or something.
Well, she was fighting cold feet. She didn't want cold feet.
Oh,
hey, Larika, good to see you, girl.
She didn't want cold feet, so she got married because she didn't want cold feet.
Well, that's what Mama Noise says. But the rumor is online is that it was Ben that had the cold feet, and he said, "If we're gonna do it, let's do it now."
Ain't nobody had no cold feet. These people here have been together for how long? For how many years?
Ooh, J-Lo and Ben?
Right. They were together back in the early 2000s or something, and then they broke
right.
up in 17.
Right.
You don't do that and get back together. Listen, I got a long lost love that I'm still holding out for. I mean, shit, hell. I mean, you don't get back together without it really trying to be what it is.
Damn.
That's a beautiful love story. So we ought to celebrate.
Is it a beautiful love story?
Come on. It's a beautiful love story. So we ought to
beautiful about it.
Yeah. Anybody get back together after 17 years? She had all kind of dick up in her, and he had all.
Wait a minute. Wait.
The hell?
Wait. That's what you're going with? That's the reason why that's the reason why this is a beautiful love story.
What I feel in my
she's reached her limits.
This is what I feel in my heart. I believe it's a love story. Anytime you hook back up with somebody after all these years, listen, what we do know is neither one of them have had a shortage of relationship potentials or marriage possibilities. They've all had, both of them have had relationships, but they came back together because there was something special about them. I don't know what it was. Only they know. But
there was something special. You're going with something special. That's what you're going with.
Well, why else would they get back together, man? It ain't like a joker like me. I ain't got too many options. So whoever I get. But I mean,
boys, the men said sometimes you come to the end of the road, and this.
Oh man, you think Jennifer Lopez was at the end of the road?
Well, now listen, ain't nobody gonna just keep fooling around with her. Now, come on now. Listen, it's a big difference between somebody you'll have sex with and somebody you'll marry. You know that.
I believe each and every last one of the guys that she was with wanted to marry her.
I agree, but that's my point. At some point, people bottom out and say, listen, either we gonna get married or we not. And I don't know. She said it wasn't that it was Alex that did that blew up the last relationship. So I don't know. But she moved on awfully fast.
That's because she already had him there. He was already there. They had been communicating. They had been in love. Man, love is a big. Listen, once you ever love somebody, do you ever stop loving the person?
Yes.
A bunch of bullshit. You did that means you never loved her.
No, that's not true. You can love somebody and not. You can like somebody and appreciate them, but not want to be married to them.
Like I said, love.
Well, I said like. I changed it. Because at some point you got to move on, man. You can't just hold on to something forever.
Love doesn't mean I want you. Love doesn't mean I can tolerate being with you. But love means I still care for you.
Well, let's just call it I care for you. We ain't gonna call it love. Love is a little aggressive. I take love very seriously because
fall out of love with someone. What makes you fall out of love with someone?
Well, because you can't.
Because they hurt you.
Because there's a mutuality that must exist for it to be true definition of love. You cannot love someone in the way that we're talking about relationally and it be one-sided.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah, you pining for something that you can't have. That's unhealthy.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's an interesting thought. You can't love somebody unless they love you back.
You can't pine after somebody if they don't want you. What's the point of that?
But no, ain't nobody said that I'm out here desiring and trying to and panting like an old dog in the heat. I'm not saying that.
But that's what we're talking about, cuz we're talking about.
That ain't what we talking. We talking about love.
So you trying to tell me Ben Affleck went and got a whole wife, was married to her, and the whole time he was married to her, he still wanted J-Lo?
I didn't say he wanted. That's a difference. See, you don't listen clearly.
I'm listening very clearly.
I said he never stopped having feelings for her. He never stopped loving the woman.
That's wanting, though.
It may be different. I said loving, but I didn't say wanting. I say loving.
Why are you trying to separate the words? Like there's this massive difference in it.
On desiring someone and loving someone is two different things. See, I'm mature enough to know that we've moved on, that what we had was unhealthy, maybe, or that what we had was broken, and I don't need to stay in that situation.
So now that he's divorced and she's single, it's healthy again?
Well, we don't know why they broke up.
What does it matter? The bottom line is they broke up and moved on. Hold on, wait a minute. It doesn't matter. They broke up, and then he got married to Jennifer Garner, and then she got married to like 2-3 other dudes, and they didn't try to make it come back. They didn't try to come back.
He never stopped caring for the person.
That's what I said. He wanted her, so he was married to a whole nother woman, but still wanting J-Lo. And I know that because Saturday he married her.
Well, listen. What you haven't done is what you haven't done. Obviously, you haven't done. You never seen the movie Notebook.
No, I have not seen the movie Notebook, and I will never see it. Mama Noise tried to get me to watch it once, and I fell asleep. And then after everybody started talking about it, I said, "That's a movie I will never see," and I've stuck to that.
Oh my God, that's a movie and a half. That's a movie.
No, it's not.
You're right. That's a movie.
That's not a movie.
That's a love story.
You know what else is a love story? Love Jones. Sprung. There's a lot of other love stories out there. Brown Sugar. I don't want to see some sappy nonsense.
You don't like none of them.
I do like those movies. I never said I didn't like them. You never heard me say I didn't like them. I do like those movies. I like them and I appreciate them for what they are. I like them.
Lies.
Did you say that a love story has to be sappy?
No, I said that love story sappy.
Because they loved each other and they came back to each other despite the separation at an early age because of what parents did. They fall for each other. They desire each other.
Is that what J-Lo and Ben did? They fall for each other? Jennifer, I can't stay married to you because I'm in love with Jennifer Lopez. I'm married to the wrong Jennifer. I'm fighting for the Jennifer I really, truly love. Alex, Mark Anthony, Little dancer dude. I can't stay married to none of y'all because I really want Ben Affleck.
Did you say little dancing dude? Is that what
I don't remember his name. Little dancing dude.
What is his name? Judge or something? Judd or some kind.
Okay, that might be right. That feels right to me. Judd. That sounds right to me.
Mama Noise, what do you think about love and maybe early separation or premature separation? But I never got over the love that I had for the person. I moved on. I moved to a different state, maybe even got married, maybe even had kids. But I still cared for the person. What do you think about those kind of love stories, Mama?
That was a whole lot of questions.
I don't mean somebody that broke your heart or cut your ties or tried to kill you. Ain't about that kind of love. I'm talking about someone that cares for you.
The one that got away, or it just didn't work out.
There you go. The one that got it. That's the way to put it.
Is there one that got away, Mama Noise?
One that got away would give you the impression that there's somebody I would rather have.
Oh, shit.
Is that what you're saying?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Well, clarify that then. I'm sorry.
You know what? One of the problems with married folks sometimes act like church folks. They can't keep it real.
This is not about being a church folk. The man, okay,
they're talking that old shit that they about true feelings.
So, are you telling me that there's one that got away for you?
No, I'm saying that you could have had someone, maybe even in as far back as middle school or high school or even college, that you really genuinely loved, but it did not work out.
It didn't work out.
You stopped loving or caring for the person. Not that you still
caring is fine. I don't have an issue with caring. I don't think anybody has an issue with caring. But when you use the word love, that's a whole different thing to me. To me, that's a whole different thing.
I think we had a conversation a long time ago. Can you love two people at one time?
We have talked about that on this show. We've never gone in depth on it and made it a full show, but we have had the conversation. We maybe need to do that.
Mama
can
knows,
you love two people at the same time with your whole heart?
Mama knows. Can you do it? Oh.
Can I love two people
at the same time? Is what Cuz wants to know.
No.
You're just out here in the streets, just spreading your love around like
no
fertilizer.
No. Spread my love around. No.
Spread my love and fly away. I don't think you can do it either. I think Cuz is.
You can have love and lust if that's what you're talking about. But
well, I guess listen. Congratulations to Jennifer and Ben. I hope they make this one work. But it's a lot to you married a whole nother person and was like you got kids with this person, and then you said, well, we got some irreconcilable differences, and you left that person and then went back to the person you really, that's what it looks like. You went back to the person you really wanted. So in Ben's case, maybe that's true. He never stopped loving Jennifer Lopez. And maybe that's true in Jennifer's case as well. Maybe, but my thing is, you had well, I guess once he married Jennifer Garner, she was like, "Well, I can't get him back." Maybe that's what it was. And then once she found a window open to get him back, she was like, "Well, shoot, I'm going back where I should have been in the first place."
So you saying that the person they were with was just a placeholder?
Maybe. It's an interesting question because Cuz brings up because can you truly love two people? And essentially this is what Gone with the Wind was about. Rhett Butler was trying to make Charlotte love him when she really loved another man.
The whole movie she talked about Ashley.
She loved Ashley. Oh, Ashley. And then Ashley's ass never loved her. Up to the day his wife died, he didn't love her. Spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it.
Now, if you ain't seen it, then come on.
Right. That's showing you if you hadn't seen it. Shame on you because the movie's 90 years old. But I just think I don't think you can truly love two people. I think you love somebody and then you really like and tolerate the other person. So maybe he tolerated Jennifer Garner when he truly loved Jennifer Lopez.
Well, like I said, is this a person that just holds the space that just says, okay, I can't get the person I'm with, but I don't want to be by myself, so I'm just gonna get this person until I can get the one I want.
There is a prophetic song that speaks of that says, I think the prophet says, if you cannot be with the one you love, then love the one you're with. Why are you making that face, cuz?
There's a whole lot of truth to that.
No, it's not. You can't love somebody and then be like, I'm in love with this person over here, but I'm going to love you for now. If that's the case, your definition of love is flawed, I think.
That's a good point, Sean.
Right. Wait a minute. What do you say? How can you watch Gone with the Wind? I watched Gone with the Wind long before I watched The Notebook. I watched it as a child.
I was going to say you watched it with your grandparents.
I watched it with my grandparents. Yeah, that's how I watched it. It wasn't. If I'd have known what it was, I probably wouldn't have watched it. So that's a good question, though, Sean. I can't really argue with that question because that's a good question. If I'd have known what it was, I probably wouldn't have watched. But when you only got 4 channels and you only get now this was after 4 channels. This was cable. Yeah, this was cable. Yeah, this was cable. I remember we watched it on cable. I think we even videotaped it.
I had the DVD.
Why did we like Gone with the Wind? Why did we like that as black people?
I had the DVD to Notebook.
Oh, nobody care about that. I don't even know what Notebook is about. I just know some people. What's the little white dude's name? What's his name? Yeah, exactly. It was like the soaps. I was forced to watch it. You watching it. You're gonna take this Young and the Restless and Gone and All My Children and One Life to Live in General Hospital before you can watch any cartoons. So that's what it was. And nothing you can do about that when you're a kid. You're stuck. You are stuck. Hank said he can't stand either movie. That's not really that surprising, though.
A lot of the music we listen to now is also because we were made to listen to that music.
That's true.
You was riding down the car, Dad had the radio, you was going to listen to it.
That's true. I fell in love with the blues because my granddaddy loved the blues.
Right. Now kids pop their earbuds in and they listen to something totally different than what you listen to.
Yeah. If they have earbuds. I try to keep mine away from earbuds. We all listen to this. This is good music. I'm trying to cultivate your palate so that you'll know a good music from from bad music. Ron says it's a waste of. He hadn't seen either. You muted, Mama Noah. You muted.
Yes, comes as no surprise, these comments.
Either one?
Tim saying waste of film comes as no surprise.
I wouldn't say it's a waste of film.
I haven't seen either one, comes as no surprise.
Notebook might be a waste of film. I hadn't seen it. But Gone with the Wind's pretty good. Gone with the Wind is classic because that's the first African American to win an Oscar, Hattie McDaniels.
Let me tell you something. As a non-movie buff, I don't really get into movies like that heavy. But Notebook, damn good movie. It's the kind of movie, if you love a love story, you had to watch it more than once. You had no other choice. It was just that good.
More than once. You've seen it more than once?
I've seen it more than 2 or 3 times. I'm just being honest.
All right.
Look at that.
I still don't know if that's a motivator for me.
It ain't no motivator for you. You ain't gonna watch it. After we done talked about it tonight, you ain't gonna think nothing else about it.
Probably not. I'm not gonna lie to you at this point.
What's wrong with he loved girls, girl loved him type movie? What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I love a good romance movie, to be honest with you.
So
But that one always seemed very sappy to me. And the way I would see girls react to it, it just feels like a movie I don't need to see. Oh my God, The Notebook. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. I'm like,
do you know why it was so good, Mr. Noiz?
I don't. I really don't. I've not seen it.
It was a lot like life. It was really full of a lot of drama. It's not nearly as sappy as you think it is. There was a lot of drama in that movie, a lot of pain, a lot of real life issues. Broken parents, broken kids, summer romance that lasted them a lifetime as far as their love was concerned.
And all of this was in this notebook?
And many of parents have told their kids, you are not going to marry so and so and so. And they will leave town, move, take them out to school, whatever you got to do, but you're not going to marry so and so and so and so. And that happens. And then you end up meeting someone else and you like the person and you end up loving the person, but you have not forgot about that person that you loved that summer, that year, whatever it is. You still love the person.
So, okay.
And I would say this about love. Hold on, and I'm shut up.
No, go ahead.
I would say this about love. Love is a lot more opportunistic than we give it credit.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
You fall in love with who you have an opportunity to spend time with.
I don't disagree with that,
It's
but
not the right person. It's just who you are with.
It can be. It can be. I'm not gonna say it can't be. That's. I think there's a truth to that.
Right.
But I guess my challenge of what this situation is with J-Lo and Ben is Ben moved on, or they broke up for whatever reason. We know nobody knows the reason, but they broke up. He went and got married and had a whole family. She got married 3 times, but after he couldn't make his marriage work, and the window of opportunity presented itself, he went back to his original love, or the person that he was with before, with Jennifer. So it implies that Jennifer Garner, the wife that he actually married, was more of just a placeholder for the love that he really wanted. That's what it implies.
Well,
and that's strange to me.
If that be the case, anybody you marry could be a placeholder, because at some point, that person that you're marrying loved somebody else before. At some point in life, especially if you are of a certain age. Now, you get married at 12, that's a different story. But if you have lived, there's a chance that you loved someone else before you loved your spouse.
Okay. But if you moved on,
it's not a matter of moving on. Yes, you move on.
No, in this particular case, it is a matter of moving on.
Whoever broke you up, you moved on. But you never forget the love that, unless it was an abusive situation, unless it was, really, really painful, then I understand you have an animosity and hatred towards the person, supposedly hatred.
So would you go back to anybody that you were previously, would any of you go back to anybody you were previously in love with?
I would not.
Even if something happened to your spouse, would you go back to somebody you previously in love with?
I would not.
Okay.
Because when my wife dies, I'm going to become a consumer of prostitutes.
$40 no holler.
Oh, damn.
I don't want to get to know you, and I don't want you to get to know me.
So this is just a business transaction.
Let's do what we got to do. Let's move on.
How do you?
He's keeping the economy alive. He's keeping the economy alive.
Are you going high end or are you going low rent?
It depends on how I feel that day.
Might just
want stuff, though, bro. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, all you want, Mama Noise. This podcast is about conversations.
It is about conversation. Now that is true.
I said something wrong.
Well, listen, maybe there is a third alternative to you instead of you.
He can always rent it. The third option is rent it for a week.
No, there's another option. There's an option that Shar Gray took. Shar Gray bought her husband, Caleb, the sex bot doll that looks just like her, so that they could have threesomes, or if he need to, if she's not around, she could, he could, I guess, get with her, and it ain't, I guess, technically cheating at that point.
Ain't the same.
Well, that's what they chose to do. They here, I'll let y'all see the doll, and y'all tell me if this is a good option or not. Where's Shar at? I had it, and then I just don't know what we did with it. Well, y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'll find it.
It's a bad option. We take before you even see it.
So, Mama Noise, tell us what you're thinking, because you can sit back in your chair and go in.
Not be a good option.
Tell us what you're thinking, Mama Noise.
About what?
Damn, what we talking about?
Which part? There's so many moving parts of the things that's been said.
You've been on the show before. Keep up.
You want me to talk about some blow up doll?
She said she bought it for him, so that he wouldn't, if he gets the urge, when he gets that feeling and he's sexual healing.
Oh, come on.
What? That's why she bought it.
I don't think it's necessary.
Or they could do threesomes. Like, she didn't want to bring an actual girl to the threesome.
So she thought she'd put a placeholder in there, which is the blow up doll or this artificial bot.
Oh, okay. So Chrome is blocking this from me. Chrome is trying to protect me and saying this is dangerous.
See, Chrome was even trying to help you out, saying y'all don't even. Just so
Chrome
that Jay
has never blocked the video of mine. This is very strange.
Right, because see, you don't want Jay to say how much do it cost. You know what I'm saying? So that they trying to help.
I can tell you how much it costs. It costs $1,800.
I really didn't do that.
How much? I'm not buying no. What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Shar Gray's decision.
Now, see, why can't I say what we talking about here? And then you talking about, I'm talking about what we talking about.
But he needs to keep up too.
Is that how you sounded, Mama Knows?
That's how you sounded to me.
This escalated quickly. I'm
just saying. All his extracurricular, just till her man gets, till she gets home, he gotta have some type of substitute. That's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
They plan on being separated for years, months.
I don't know. I'm not sure what their situation is.
Is she in the military and gonna be gone for a long period of time overseas?
Let me see the story. The story says a wife struggling with her husband's high libido has bought a lookalike sex doll in order to take the pressure off if she's not in the mood. Shar Gray, 23, splashed $1,800 on a racy replica for her sexed up spouse, Caleb, who is 28, only to discover that she has also developed feelings for the dirty doll named D. And she said, D is not just a doll. We're really attached to her. She's helped strengthen our relationship and set our sex life on fire. With Caleb constantly in the mood for sex, Shar says she was struggling to keep up, and the horny husband had also proposed the idea of a threesome, but Shar was reluctant to bring another woman into the bedroom. Instead, she bought this doll to participate in pretend threesomes and for Caleb to use as a plaything when she isn't feeling up to it. So Shar bought the doll in June 2021, and in the 13 months since, The silicone sex toy has helped take this couple's carnal activities to new heights. We both love experimenting with her, and she regularly joins our steamy sessions. And by the way, Shar is on OnlyFans making $80,000 a month.
Wow. Well, I hope that they got a repair place for when it breaks down.
I don't know if it's that kind of doll. I don't know if it's mechanical. It does look just like her though.
That's disturbing. Wow.
We had a conversation yesterday about the bedroom and if it's okay with couples. Is anything okay in the bedroom?
We did. Well, Saturday we did. Yeah.
My response to that has always been hell no. Because the problem with experimentation is kind of like a drug. Once you start experimenting, you necessarily might not want to stop.
I agree. And I agree with Sean.
And before long, some things are going on that may just may make you a little uncomfortable, but it's too late. Folks say you didn't open the Pandora's box. All the old folks that I know used to say you shouldn't let the devil get in your car because once you let him get in your car,
he's gonna want to drive.
You don't want to drive your car.
Sean said he will never be faithful.
He has no reason to be.
I agree.
I don't think it's something that I want to do. I'm not pro threesome, so I'm probably the wrong guy to ask this to. Mama knows what you eating.
A granola bar.
I just saw you eat. It was interesting.
No, you didn't see me eat earlier.
No, I'm saying I didn't say earlier. I said I just saw you eat right now. It's okay, Mama knows. Either way.
I guess so. You done put me on blast.
I didn't put you on blast. You literally just ate on the screen.
Ain't nobody else said nothing.
Okay, I'm supposed to ignore it. You're right.
But it ain't like we didn't see you, Mama Nora. We saw you.
You know what, Jay?
Yes, ma'am. Tell me.
What you do behind the screen?
Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Yes. Come give me a kiss.
Sounds so angry about it.
Because I'm live. You don't see me live. She's feeling guilty for her lustful OnlyFans fake. Now, this is an interesting statement Sean just made. Because if that's what this is, because she's making 80 grand a month on OnlyFans. So if this is just our compromise, this makes for a very interesting discussion. Because you said, because once you let the devil in, you can't, he don't want. Once you let him in the car, he'll want to drive. Well, he's already making 80. They've already made $80,000 a month for however long she's been on OnlyFans. So the devil been in, and maybe this is the compromise for letting the devil in. Because if she's doing favors, sexual stuff on OnlyFans for others,
there are no boundaries.
The boundaries are all the way off.
Once you classify yourself or believe yourself to be freaky, then there is no limit to what you will do.
What is freaky? What is freaky?
You will continue to experiment.
But what is freaky though? You use an interesting word there.
I mean, what I'm saying is, for some folks, traditional love, marriage, and sex is boring.
So you're saying freaky in the sense of bringing other partners in.
People have to figure out ways to spice it up.
But ain't nothing wrong with spicing it up, is it?
Well, you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful. You have to be very intentional. Because how much spice is enough? Listen, if you keep eating black pepper, eventually that black pepper ain't gonna do it. You're gonna need you some red pepper. You need something a little bit hotter.
Or too much of anything.
After a while, ain't gonna do it. You're gonna need you some habanero. I mean, it is a matter of
the flesh is never satisfied.
Mama Noise, what's your cash? What's your cash
out? Prayer refined by fire.
No, you sure said it. You sure said it right there. It's next, Mr. Noise. You might want to get a gun. Somebody's at the door.
Oh no, somebody just left.
Oh.
He said you might want to get
Where's your gun? Somebody's at the door.
Yeah, no, we good. We safe. Yeah, no, we safe. So okay, so you said freaky. What's the freaky line?
Listen, each person it is of their discretion, ability to stomach, I guess you could say, or stand it, or psychologically can they tolerate it? But it's to each his own. But a lot of couples struggle with whether or not their bedroom is spicy enough, or whether or not it has gotten boring to them.
Can I ask a very difficult question to what you just said? This is a hard question I'm about to ask. Mm-hmm. Very hard. Mm-hmm. Are people lying about what they can tolerate during sex?
I'm mercy.
I would say
that thing got real quick, didn't it?
I would say yes, Alex, for 200 points. Because I've had to counsel some women that I said, why you tell that man you're going to do all that stuff before he married you? And you saying, I'm just going to wait till we get married. And then when you got married, now you're up there looking all sideways because he's expecting for you to deliver. So then you lied. False pretenses that you told him that you was going to do, everything from left to right and hang from the ceilings and dress like a cowgirl and the whole 9 yards. You about to do it all. And then you said, then once you became his wife, you started talking about the Bible. Okay, well, you didn't say any of that in the dating process. His wife, you started talking about the Bible. Okay, well, you didn't say any of that.
Why'd you repeat it? I'm just playing. That was me. I'm sorry. My phone. I'm sorry. I had a question though. So based on what you just said, Mama Noah, what you just said right there when you said it. Because you said she. You didn't say he. You said she. Do women really want threesomes?
No.
I would say this to answer your question. The flesh wants a whole lot more than we are willing to admit.
I'll agree with that.
In public settings. The flesh, yeah. But whether or not we as men, which is a mentality, and women, which is a mentality, whether or not we're willing to give in to that which the flesh can tolerate.
Ron, you having some challenges there, I see, but we're gonna roll with you anyway. We got you, brother. We got your back.
Been having challenges since yesterday.
We got your back though. Do you think women want threesomes?
Of course they do.
They do. You just said they do. Well, I got to hear the answer to this. Why do you say that, Ron?
Why wouldn't they? Everybody wants to try. A lot of people, almost all of them, everybody wants to try something. Everybody wants something. A lot of people love to experiment, try different things.
Okay.
Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it.
Catherine said no. She said nope.
But again, it's dependent upon the person. What one person enjoys doesn't necessarily mean that other people will enjoy it. But do I think they want them? Yeah. Now,
What
they
kind?
don't.
What kind, Ryan?
I mean, they want a mixture as well.
He said they want a mixture.
Therein lies the problem.
Want no mixture?
Why don't they want a mixture?
I don't understand why
the fantasy of monogamy. I mean, or is monogamy a fantasy now?
Wow.
We all just want something wild. I'm just asking questions tonight.
Is it a fantasy?
Is monogamy a thing of the past? Is it an antiquated idea?
No.
I'm glad to hear that.
Mm.
Well, it's your opinion, Mama Noise. Do you think it's antiquated?
No, I don't think it's antiquated.
You do know how long sex has been around, right?
Around a long time.
You do know how men and women have been doing it with more than one person, right?
Uh-oh.
But you do know that sex is new to you and fresh to you because you just started having sex.
Wow.
One of the things the old people used to say is, listen, don't let the fact that you are coming into sex or getting ready to start having sex or having sex, don't let that blow your mind. This thing here, sex been around for as long as time.
Okay.
Don't let it blow your mind. Don't believe that this is something fresh and new and exciting. It may be fresh, new, and exciting to you, but it's been around a long time.
But what does that have to do with wanting a threesome?
We can't say monogamy is fresh and new because people have been sleeping around with multiple people since sex has been around.
But monogamy has been around since the beginning of time too.
Right. But both of them have. So to say that, it's you got the same situation. So people want both of them.
I don't believe, Ron, that as many women as you said, so full-chested and full-throated. I don't believe as many women want threesomes as you said. I just don't believe that.
I did say a lot. I said there's some out there.
Oh, I'm sure there is some out there. What was that one lady named AJ? What's her name? Johnson. From
yeah, she did say she had
three. That was like,
and you got to remember, a lot of this was taboo. People were scared to talk about this. People were scared to say what they wanted because they were brought up that it was bad to want to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of shit is hidden. A lot of feelings are held down because of that old belief system that was out there. And now a lot of it's coming to light. You're seeing it more and more, and people are accepting it more.
So is it bad? Is it bad, or is it just decisions that must be made among couples to decide what they want to do? Shar Gray said, listen, I can't do my job on OnlyFans and satisfy this dude's all his sexual needs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go buy this doll, and the doll can break him off while I'm over here entertaining these people for this $80,000 a month.
So you just took one fetish and made it into another one.
Well, what she did is solve a problem. She said
did she?
She said, I can't give him all the sex I want to give him and do my job as a OnlyFans person. That's her main job, I'm sure. $80,000 a month. You ain't got no other job. That's what you do.
She better get her some Spanish fly and some ginseng and take care of her own man.
First of all, that $80,000, we're throwing that out there as if she makes it every single month.
That's what it said. The article said she makes $80,000 a month.
Listen. Your attractiveness has a window. you ain't gonna be making that for no year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Eventually, your excitement is going to wear off, and people aren't going to be as. I mean, just think about it. Back when that girl, what's that girl name that Ray J screwed that Kardashian girl?
Yes, the Kardashian girl.
Kim Kardashian.
Back when that video came out, every other man in America wanted to see that video. Because Kim had special kind of booty back then. It was something to see. I'm just saying, Mama Noise. But after a while, that wears off. That's not nearly as appealing as it once was.
So okay, so what are you saying? I'm confused by what you're saying.
I'm saying there's a possibility she may have made $80,000 for a quarter, but I doubt if she's making $80,000 a month for an entire year. I doubt that.
So you think she's lying, basically?
Well, and when you are a salesperson, and if you're in that business, you got to sell your goods. When you're a salesperson, just like our ex-president was a real estate salesman or developer, whatever you want to call it, oftentimes you hype up your product.
Well, because $80,000 a month puts you right around $1 million.
And who wouldn't want to tune in to watch $1 million coochie?
I think she easily can hit that $80,000 a month.
Not for a long period. I don't think so.
It don't have to be a long period. I mean,
put her picture back up there. Put her picture back up there.
All right.
Think about it. You do that for 4 years. You do that for 5 years.
Seriously.
I mean,
seriously.
That doesn't feel like an $80,000 a month situation to me. But I don't. But people have preferences.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But
do they pay that for people with just putting feet up? So
now I will say this though, cuz these OnlyFans girls are making good money.
Significant amount of money.
They're making good money now. I would say on the average, you know,
It's not gonna last. It's kind of like a football player comes in the NFL and thinks he's going to automatically have a 20-year career. That's not the case. You're lucky if you get 3.
But again, if she's diversifying her funds, them 3 years can do a significant amount of money for you.
That's true.
You are correct. If she's disciplined, but obviously they're not. They stepped outside of their marriage in such a profound way. They couldn't even discipline themselves in their own marriage.
Is this cheating? Is what they're doing cheating?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't have to touch you to cheat with you.
So then you basically saying women can't use toys then either, because that would be considered cheating, right?
No. I'm talking about emotionally connecting via whatever that vehicle is. Yeah, that's a bridge too far.
So are you saying any emotional attachment to something outside of your marriage is cheating?
Yes, I do believe if you're emotionally attached to someone outside of your marriage.
But that's not a someone, that's a something.
No, I'm talking about connecting through. Listen. If a man gets on the internet and connects with a woman, he's never met the woman.
No, I agree with that. What I'm saying is
he's jacked off to her, and see that's a connection. They didn't took that thing a step further than, hey, how you doing?
So I'm saying, but this is an inanimate object that she bought.
And there's no emotional connection to that object. Well, I mean, I guess you could be.
They said that they connected to that doll. What are you talking about?
It might be an emotional connection. It's a weird connection.
They love the doll.
They said they love the doll. They mutually love the doll.
Well, you know, there was a movie about a man who fell in love with his cell phone.
Nope, not his cell phone, his operating system.
Still, he can reach out and touch the person. He can only reach out and touch his cell phone.
Now, Mama Noise, What's your cash out?
That's Prayer Refined by Fire.
Do you need help? Let's put that up.
A whole lot of infidelity going on with cell phones. I'm here to tell you that.
That's true.
But if we're saying that cheating is a doll, then every toy that is used that you can get attached to will be considered cheating.
I'm not saying that cheating with a plastic doll is I'm not saying that that's cheating. But I think you trying to make it so realistic looking that it looks just like your wife. I think that's an emotional attachment. That's a bridge too far. Pulling what they call a dildo, Dave. What they call him, double D, whatever they call it. What's the name for the dildo? I can't. It started with a D though.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat would tell me. But anyway,
maybe not.
Maybe.
That's, no. Women, it's just widely known. It's widely known what the name is for the dildo. But that's a different story than.
Why would it be different? Considering those are just built exactly the same as a regular man.
Well, I don't disagree with you, Ron, but well, listen, I don't use toys, and I don't use dolls, but I believe that you can connect with probably either one. I do know that we as a people, we are connecting way too much with our cell phones, so much so that we are denying our spouses time because we're on our cell phones reading, researching, chatting, doing whatever we do on that cell phone. Sometimes husband have to come in and say, honey, can you put your cell phone down? Baby, can you give me a second? Can you not? What? Bitch, I mean, ooh.
Oh my, that escalated quickly. I didn't see that coming.
Level two.
Wow.
I'm talking to you. Can you put the cell phone down?
What the hell?
I'm saying cell phones are barriers now to communication.
Oh, I don't disagree with that.
Love and relationships because people are so addicted or connected with their cell phones. You'll burn up a tank of gas if you get halfway down to work and you realize you forgot your phone. You ain't gonna keep going to work. You going back to get that phone.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's because a lot of business stuff is conducted on people's phones now. That's not. I don't think it's as simple as it.
Everybody ain't doing business, Mr. Noise.
Yeah, but we've cultivated our lives around our cell phones. So I'm not gonna say Pope was just blatantly addicted and it's just toxic.
Most of
all the way across the board.
Most of what we consume on our cell phones is garbage. It's not necessary.
Well, you could argue with that about a whole bunch of stuff. Like a lot of TV stuff we watch ain't just healthy TV stuff. Or
you on the cell phone ain't business. Let's put it like that.
No, I agree, but that don't mean it's all the way extreme, like you're saying. Some of it is just we chose to get on our cell phones.
Well, you added in a bunch of convenience when you came out with cell phones.
Right.
So your main source of contact with your kids, cell phone. The main way for folks to get in touch with you, whether it's work, it's school, it's hospitals, whatever, is the cell phone.
Most people it's the cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's AB? AB, where you at, bro?
Yeah.
In a non-disclosed location.
Well, obviously he's in a non-disclosed location.
No, I'm outside of the building. Outside one of the office buildings.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to see you, sir.
I head in and say what's up to the fam.
Yeah, it's good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. Look like you're working hard, man.
Old folk from Mississippi say, "Oh, it's good to be singing and not viewed."
That is very true. That is very true.
Ain't that right?
It looked like y'all got overcast, so it means it's not as hot as it was.
Oh, it's coming, player. It's coming.
Yeah, it's calm before the storm. We're expecting triple digits. Heat indexes or heat indices could reach 110.
Yep.
Do you good people in Kentucky have? Well, let me preface what I'm getting ready to say because you might get offended, but I don't give a damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
In certain parts of the country, AC is not as common as it is in other parts of the country.
Like it is in Mississippi. Like y'all don't have AC.
So is AC a mandatory thing? I mean, for instance, in Detroit, no, Mama knows that's a very true statement. You travel to certain parts of the country and people don't have air conditioners.
Okay, well,
They have one unit, but they don't have the whole big central air like we do in Texas.
Air conditioners. To answer your question, yes, we have air conditioners, sir. Is it mandatory? It's not mandatory everywhere because there's a lot of places that don't have air conditioning. There's still buildings that don't have it, but yes, we do have it.
What buildings ain't got no air conditioning?
Well, there's a lot of buildings still that don't have air conditioning. When you go deeper
There's
into
tons of apartment complexes here in the city that don't have central air.
That's what I'm talking about.
Some still
You have
just
to provide a window unit or box
Mr.
fans or whatever the case may be.
Mr. Joyner, we do not live in Appalachia.
And the
Equivalent is not Appalachia.
See, I told you somebody was going to get offended. The farther you go north, the less you have requirements for AC.
right, because you got the winter times that come around after the fact. But in Kentucky, it's pretty bad. So, I mean, there's a lot of places that don't have it.
Still gets hot enough to where they have to have it.
Yep.
Are you wearing that Reds gear because of the successful weekend they just had against the Yankees? You muted Al. You muted.
I said no, because if that was the case, I'd take it off for the ass whipping they just took with the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, okay. Touche.
But they did go on a nice little tear, 7 out of 10.
They did
6 consecutive. So I was a happy Reds fan for a week.
Okay. All right. I just see you in full
still
red.
at the bottom of the barrel.
I just see you in full Reds regalia. So I just want to acknowledge it. I just wanted to acknowledge it. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it, Al. I really am. Do you have any thoughts on the J-Lo the marriage to Ben Affleck, or the adding of a sex bot doll to your marital situation? Those are the two things we brought up today for in case you missed the Monday so far.
I did not know the current status of J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Apparently, it's official. She did the thing.
So they went on through with it.
She went ahead and did it. Shockingly, I'm shocked as well, Al.
The running bride is no more, huh?
The running bride is no more. She ran right to the arms of Ben Affleck.
That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, see, look at that. Look at Al giving up.
So they actually gonna live in that house they just bought.
Yeah.
I mean, as a married couple. I'm saying that.
Yeah, why would they not live in the house?
Well, I'm saying as a married couple, I think they had like their individual houses. I don't know if they had.
No, but they bought a house together. Remember?
Yeah, it was just recently. A couple of months back.
Right. They bought a house together. So now.
But, there were people that was probably betting that, will they be a married couple in this house?
But I won't lie to you. I honestly didn't think they'd make it. If I'm being honest, I didn't think they'd make it.
I don't think they.
I know Cuz doesn't like that. He wants me to celebrate the love.
But I don't think
have they made it? I mean, they made it to the altar, but have they made it to the altar?
Yeah.
And both of them probably got prenups.
Mr. Noise, you can feel that way. I don't feel that way about relationships. I tend to root for love. I no matter how awful it looks, even Michael Jackson and that Presley girl. That thing was thrown off from the beginning, but I still rooted for love.
Listen, I want them to make it. I don't want them not to make it. I'm just going by track record.
But sometimes people, you benefit from the other person just being sick and tired of running or being by themselves.
That's a good point.
You benefit from that.
So maybe the fourth time's the charm.
Oh.
So she was getting close to her expiration date. So is that what you're trying to say, cuz?
So how many times is expiration? What?
I would tell you this, Mama Noise.
Damn.
A lot of women benefit because a man has reached his breaking point. He's tired.
Oh,
that's very true.
I've seen many a post of women saying, "Why you got to get all old and decrepit? All of a sudden you on disability. All of a sudden you need an oxygen tank. All of a sudden you got all these needs. Like you about to break down. Now all of a sudden I think I'm ready to make the big step, bruh. Really?
I mean, but there's the physical tiredness, and then there's also the mental tiredness. I'm going to settle
the
down.
mental tiredness don't start a little sooner.
And you just happen to be the one that I'm going to settle down with because I'm tired of running now.
Right.
Well, I appreciate, Lloyd, that you didn't wait till your
So there's a give up factor, is what you said. I'm giving up. I'm ready. I can't take it no more.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can call it that. You can call it up, give up time, but not everybody wants to do it early, though.
No
They don't want to do it early.
No matter how good of a woman you are, if you meet him at the wrong time, it's the wrong time.
That's true.
He ain't got that out of his system yet. He ain't tired.
That's true.
And some guys, like I said, they don't want to do it early. They want to till they get to the point where they're settled. Then they start looking at stuff like that.
Right.
Now, Mama Noise, I think that's sad too, because you are there hooing. I agree with you. I think it's sad, but it's a reality.
But why is it sad? If you're both in it, you both are content with what it is. You know him. You know he's not ready. Why wouldn't you wait till he was ready?
But why do you have to run out mentally or physically before you settle down?
That's what I'm saying.
You might not be in that place that you want to be in order to do it. You're still building. You're just not ready because you're still building. Why do you do it on your time and not my time?
Because you're still selfish.
No, I might not be selfish. Because me signing the contract with you for marriage what it is. It's a contract. I can still build with I can build with you and never marry you, and we still could be fine.
Oh wow.
Well, whoever would tolerate that.
Because the only thing the marriage does is pay for your insurance, to be honest.
No, it helps on your taxes too.
And it helps. That's just be honest.
So
the marriage pays for your medical, and it gives you into the will at the very.
So these are the reasons why we fall in love. This is the reason why The Notebook is such a good movie.
Negative.
So they got insurance and tax breaks.
Negative. We're talking about marriage.
We're talking about marriage. Love is different.
Love is.
Oh, they didn't get married in The Notebook.
They did.
Why are you asking Ron? You know he ain't seen it.
I sure ain't gonna watch it either.
They got married and they lived happily ever after.
But the original purpose of marriage had nothing to do with love. It was a business proposition.
Oh my God.
Let's be real. It was a business proposition.
Yeah.
What did they get married for back in the day? Why did they actually really get married? Families wanted to come together. It was an arrangement. The Western civilization took an arrangement and made it on paper.
We added love to it.
They eventually loved each other in that same arrangement.
I like the Western's arrangement. I like adding love to it.
You like adding love to it?
I do. I think adding love to it makes it special.
Yeah, not just a job.
But what about them days when I don't love you quite nearly as much as you may think I do?
So now you gotta go to work, Mama Noise, because we don't love each other.
You got medicine for that.
They got them blue pills.
Pepto-Bismol,
Oh,
blue
Jay
pills.
sound like he's talking about some Zoloft. Talking
Gas,
about
I mean, Pepto-Bismol, blue pills, weed.
gas
You
X.
know,
I mean, look,
yeah. You get through that part. Don't worry about that part.
That's an interesting point, Mama. No, it's Zoloft. That's interesting.
I'm just saying, you know, you just need to chill out and realize whatever it is you all worked up about is not that serious.
well, we can't say it ain't that serious. It depends on the situation.
Well, you know, I've just it's been many, many years of marital counseling, and over those years, a whole lot of folks is like, well, I ain't got to take this. And they're right. They grown, they ain't got to take this. And but they turn around and go get married again and marry the same person that looks just like the person that just divorced. So you like, was it that serious? Really?
But isn't that the definition of what we call stupidity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result?
It's supposed to be insanity, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Wow, this escalated quickly. And much like we do on Saturday nights when something escalates quickly, what we do is we give ourselves a palate cleanser. So let's do that now. We don't own the rights to this video.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
30 seconds.
No. I don't know if I can do 30 seconds, Ron. This might be a little longer than 30 seconds, but this was trending. This video was trending all weekend long. So, well, here it is. That random fan is none other than Erykah Badu.
Miss Erykah
Badu.
Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas's own.
Very own. Who joined Meg Thee Stallion on stage to twerk.
She's like, I can do that.
She really can't.
She really couldn't. She was struggling. I mean, she looked like she was going to do the downward dog or some type of yoga pose. But she did not look like she was on task. She did not know the assignment.
Well, it brought me to this question, and I will ask all of my esteemed panel here, because she got praised. I mean, people praised her for the attempt. I haven't seen a lot of vitriol saying, "Oh my God, her twerk was trash." It wasn't a high level twerk, but that's not what you really look for from Erykah Badu. Like, people aren't saying, "Oh my God, Erykah, if you could just twerk." So it brings me to this question. Are you laughing at me, Kyrie?
Because I know where it's going.
What constitutes a high quality twerk?
Wow.
What constitutes a high quality twerk?
Because Megan Thee Stallion is considered by most to be a high quality twerker. A twerkologist, a 10 level twerker. So is Cardi B. Cardi B is thought to be a 10 level twerker. So I have to ask the question: what constitutes a high level twerk? What was the young female rapper who tried to twerk on stage and it didn't look right, and everybody's like, "Yeah, your twerk is trash." Was that Lotto?
It was Sweetie.
It was Sweetie. Sweetie's twerk is not considered to be high level. So, and then it also brings me to this question: why are we so fascinated with the twerk? What is it about a jiggling ass that has us so enamored?
Because it's a jiggling ass now.
Because it takes talent
Yep.
to keep jam moving on beat.
Erica Badu can actually probably twerk better than what she did, but you got to think she came on stage. I don't think she was going up there really to.
She wasn't planning for that twerk. She wasn't.
You know how you go up there, you just kind of do something extra in front of the crowd. I think that was more that type of moment.
It was a very impromptu twerk. Yes, it was.
Doesn't matter. If you can move your jam, you can move your jam on beat. You can't be stopping and starting and hesitating and counting on the 2 and the 4. You should be on the 1 and the 3, whatever it is. So you just can't.
So okay, so go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
You go back and look at just other little concerts and stuff she's done. She can move on. So I think that was. I don't think that was something that she was really gonna come out and try to.
I think she has the assets. I don't know if she can necessarily move them.
He got the assets, boy. Oh Lord.
Erica Badu is sneaky thick.
But she snuck up on everybody thick.
Oh, she's fine.
She thick.
Oh yeah.
She's sneaky thick. So what constitutes? So I go back to my original question.
I don't think it's sneaky, Mr. Noise. I don't think it's sneaky.
You don't think it's sneaky?
When she took her clothes off and walked down there about 10, she wasn't sneaky.
Well, no, she definitely put it out there.
But she got thicker after her kid, though. She wasn't thick like that until after she had that baby.
Now that's the key right there, Mr. Ron.
That's why we call it sneaky thick, because it snuck up on you.
Do you marry him thick or do you marry him?
Well, you can marry him little because you want to make him thick. It's an investment. It's an investment.
We're talking.
Mama Noise, you think brothers get big for no reason? It's an investment. That's a lot of work.
What did I miss? I missed something. What'd you say?
Yeah, a real conversation now.
You trying to say because the investment?
That's an investment you have put in to make them thick like that.
Did
Meg put an investment? I think Meg is just naturally big, though.
That's right. If they already thick, then what you gonna do?
Yeah, she kind of a big sister. Now she ain't no little chick.
How many kids she got?
Who, Megan Stallion?
No.
She ain't got no kids.
She got no kids.
Erica Badu.
Oh, Erica got a bunch of kids.
No, I was talking about Meg.
Megan got no kids.
Yeah, she got that.
Well, she better stay away from him.
She's just a big girl. She's 5'9", 5'10".
Better stay away from him.
Yeah, she's not a little chick.
Thinking in cold.
Blow up like a balloon. Mama Noise, you can shake your head all you want.
I'm shaking my head because it's odd how Kyrie said, like, so in other words, you get with them when they skinny and then it's an investment to thick them up or whatever. So you want to get them pregnant, and then when they get all thicker than a Snicker or cold peanut butter, then it's you didn't intend on that much peanut butter, you didn't intend on that much Snicker, and so then you say, well, at least she ain't going nowhere because I done knocked her up with a few kids and now she's swole now. So
you can make her thick without giving her kids. She ain't got to just have kids to get thick. You can still make her thick without kids, Mom.
Are you talking about naturally thick, like feeding her a steak, or are you talking about going to Puerto Rico?
It's a lot of different ways you can make them thick.
Nobody's talking about a visit to Dominican Republic.
Or the Dominican Republic?
Yeah.
Maybe I went to the cheap place. Puerto Rico is probably like great value, but Brazilian brother.
You mess around.
Okay, so have y'all even answered the question yet? Like, what is a quality twerk?
I just told you.
Jay said it. It's just talent and control.
Can anybody learn this skill?
Not if you don't have the asset and the rhythm. It takes rhythm to do it. Because once you get it going, it's kind of like the hula hoop.
Right.
Once you get it going, you got to be able to keep it going on rhythm. You can't change the beat, Nick, because you're gonna screw it up.
So I'm about to throw something out of here that's gonna blow everybody's mind.
About to shock up.
Are strippers athletes?
No, but some of them are talented as hell. Mama knows.
That'd be yes.
Proper
That'd be yes. Alex, that'd be yes for 500.
What is that?
That'd be
Ron?
yes.
His internet's not letting him be great.
It really is.
No,
Say
I
it
said
again.
yes. They are considered athletes. I do consider them athletes.
Mama knows proper pole usage is hard work. And I done seen some girls ride all the way up to the top of the pole, up on the ceiling. I'm just telling you what I've seen.
I have no doubt in my mind that you have seen it.
I'm a man.
But think about when you was in gym, you had to climb the rope, and how much strength it took you to climb the rope in gym
Not easy.
to get to that top.
It ain't no joke.
It takes strength to have to climb up and bring yourself back down. As arm muscles, leg muscles, stomach. Yes, that's a lot of work to do that, and keep your rhythm while you're doing it for 3 to 5 minutes. Right. You are an athlete.
And then to bring yourself back down, controlled fall. Oh man,
Most people can't do it. Most people can't even fight for 3 minutes, let alone dance on a pole for 3 minutes.
I've seen some girls drop down, catch themselves in the middle of the drop, twist around. I saw one girl that stood. I don't know how she did that, but she stood on the pole like horizontal. And I was like, how's she doing that? Like, how do you? It is a skill. I just wonder. I don't know. It's a skill. It just. I guess we would respect it more if she wasn't butt naked.
Well, like any other athlete, you have to train to get there. You have to train for that.
You got to train for that. You have to train for that. You can't just show up and be like, I'm just going to be on this pole. Like it ain't that easy.
But you know, like you said, Lloyd, the whole problem is people don't respect it because they're naked.
Mama, why are you looking like that? Now I'm looking at your face too. Why are you looking like that?
Now strippers are athletes.
Oh, they always been athletes in my book.
I know they in your book.
I'm not calling them athletes. I say it takes talent, and you do have to train for it. So,
do you not see that as athletic skill, Mama Noise?
If it's done properly. Now, some girls just go up there and try to sex appeal their way around the pole.
We ain't talking about them. We ain't talking about them.
Pole.
Right, we're not talking about them. We're talking about the ones who really
add another category, the pole competition and some type of Olympic sport.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably watched that.
I'm telling you, that would be a very watched.
Oh,
and not for the reasons you think. They could be fully clothed, and I'd still watch it because it really is a fascinating thing. Because I'm telling you, I've seen some stuff here, and you go, how is she able to do that? Like, you forget the fact that she ain't got no clothes on. You're trying to figure out how the hell is she doing this?
So do you consider a guy who bowls an athlete?
Bowls?
Bowling. You consider bowling a person
bowling competition?
Do you consider him to be an athlete?
I wouldn't say he's an athlete. I would say he's got a special set of skills.
But they consider bowlers athletes.
I don't know about that, Ryan.
So if you're gonna put them in there, hell, you got an Olympic sport where they scrub the floor and slide a damn little ball down the thing.
The curling.
Curling.
It's a good point, Ron.
They're considered athletes. Table tennis. Spike ball. We can go around 100 sports that they consider people to be athletes.
They may consider them to be athletes, but I don't think that's an athletic thing. When I think of athlete, I think of someone that has had to train and sacrifice in order to build their bodies to compete. It's not the throwing of the rolling of a ball. It's physically you have to train yourself to be able to compete at a level. That's an athlete to me, and I don't think curling and bowling are athletic. I don't think you have to be an athlete. You can be as fat as I am and be a good bowler. That's not athletic.
But they're considered athletes. So
And
The question was,
I know, but I don't consider myself an athlete. That's not athlete.
So is an archer an athlete?
there you go.
Well, I'm gonna say it once again.
I don't think these are athletes. I think these are just people with a particular set of
Archery is a competition.
It's competition, but I don't think it's you're an athlete.
Yeah, I don't think it requires any athleticism at all. You have
No
a skill.
required in archery.
No, there's a difference between being athletic and being skilled. And I think archers, curlers, bowlers, they're all skilled. I think athletes are people, like you said, and it all requires training to some degree. But I think when the training becomes very physical and basically involves your entire body, now you're talking about athleticism, like swimming, like basketball, like soccer, like football. You know, that's athletes.
It just says a person who is proficient in sports or other forms of physical exercise.
That's the definition.
That's an athlete. Physical exercise. It doesn't mean I'm bouncing up against anybody. It doesn't mean my physical exercise has to be against another human physically. It just says physical exercise.
Listen, I drink when I bowl. I enjoy me some good cold beer when I bowl.
So sprinters.
That's nothing athletic.
Okay, so with sprinting, same thing. So sprinters. If we're going to say those other ones are not athletes, then why would you consider a sprinter who's literally just running and could be in a straight line, could be a marathon? Why we consider them athletes? And I was a sprinter.
Because it involves your entire body.
Are you kidding?
Stripping involves your entire body.
Oh, I'm on board with stripping being athletes. That didn't change for me. I think they're athletes. Matter of fact, I'd go a step further. I would put strippers who can swing the pole in the way that I've witnessed him lately in the same category as gymnasts.
Some of the same skills.
Listen, you gotta know what you're doing on a stripper pole. You can't just be swinging all willy-nilly. Mess around and break your neck. Y'all saw that girl in Atlanta fall from the top of the ceiling and almost break her neck?
Almost killed herself.
She kept going.
Because she's an athlete.
No. He had to pay rent, so.
Well, both things can be true, Mama Noah.
The reason they play professional sports, Mama Noah, is to pay rent.
You gotta pay rent.
You gotta pay rent.
So there you go.
You just not getting your dollars thrown at you while you're on the field. You get a paycheck at the very end.
Yeah, I agree. I actually let a story slip through my fingers last week, and I apologize, everybody. We were so caught up on a lot of other things that I didn't get this. I didn't get this story out last week, and I apologize. You know, the Emmys nominations went out last week. It's an interesting situation because some people you thought might get an Emmy nomination did not get an Emmy nomination. I'm putting up the list here. Do any of y'all watch? Okay, so here's some of the drama shows that got nominated: Better Call Saul, which is one of the shows I watch. Euphoria, Ozark. Some show called Severance on Apple TV, Squid Game, Stranger Things, Successions, and Yellow Jackets. Y'all seen any of those?
Yeah.
I know you haven't seen any of those, have you?
Doesn't sound like anything I've watched.
You saw Squid Games, didn't you? Didn't you watch it with the kids?
Nah, she didn't watch it.
Did I watch what?
She couldn't handle Squid Games. It was too intense for her.
You never saw Ozark?
Nope.
Better Call Saul.
Nope. I'm watching Better Call Saul right now. Well, not right now, but I'm taping it right now.
Mama knows Ozark's a good flick.
Ozark is amazing.
So you say.
I'm just telling you, give it a try. It's a good show.
It got cars in it.
Got cars.
Really?
Yep. Comedy series, Abbott Elementary got in the nomination. Barry, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Hacks, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Only Murders in the Building, Ted Lasso, and What We Do in the Shadows. By the way, Abbott Elementary, you know, she's being sued.
That is a good show. That is hilarious.
Well, she's being sued because there's a lady. It's the same situation, and I hope that
I don't say. I feel like this lady's lying.
Lloyd, I'm telling you, a lot of people write scripts and movie scripts and shows and so forth, and they submit them to somebody that says, I got the connection to, you know, Netflix, Amazon Prime, or whatever.
And while I don't disagree with that, Mama Noise, but this feels like she's lying. Like unless Quinta Brunson is one of the greatest actresses of all time, why would she march out a black woman and say this woman's name is Mrs. Abbott and the show is named after her, and then give you now? Can two shows be similar in premise? Of course they can. That happens all the time.
But I
go ahead, Mama Noise. I know you like to defend the person that's getting their shit stolen. I know.
They got their shit stolen, really?
No, she does. Mama Noise listen. She will ride hard for the people. She wants to fight the Wachowski sisters right now for stealing the Matrix.
I'm simply saying that I have a friend, a very dear friend, my sister, sorority sister, that has done work in Hollywood, and was like, they will jack your stuff. So if somebody comes up and says, oh, you got connects to HBO Max, send me your material. And like the lady said in regard to Abbott Elementary, she said she sent it into them. A year went by and they were like, there's no traction. We hadn't heard anything back from them. Didn't seem like there was any interest. Then all of a sudden you turn around and you change the name of it and then put it out and say.
Well, we are assuming, Mama Noise, that what she sent in and what Abbott Elementary are the same thing. We don't know. We'd have to see her script and see. Okay, and I don't know. I don't know. You might be right, but she might be lying.
Pattern. We keep talking about the coming out with new stuff. I mean, everybody wants to keep doing re-ups of the same stuff over and over again. Like not too long ago, the black woman came out with the same stuff that Kim Kardashian came out with, but the black woman came out with it first, and because she don't have a gazillion followers like Kim Kardashian, then all of a sudden everybody's going, she's just trying to come for Kim. No, the black woman didn't have the resources.
Okay, but Mama Noise, the other side of this is, to give you another example, since we're using examples tonight, the most famous case with Eddie Murphy, some dude tried to say he wrote Coming to America. And Eddie Murphy was like, no, you didn't, because I know you didn't, because you wasn't in the room when I was writing it. And the judge threw it out because while there was a premise that was similar, but it wasn't the exact same premise. So it can go both ways, is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not just that somebody has financial resource and opportunity and they'll steal your stuff. Well, I already said shit, so I might as well stay with it. They'll steal your shit. So it could be just that, this lady could also be lying as well. Or she could be mistaken. I ain't gonna say she's lying. She could be mistaken. Her premise of whatever her show is could be similar. Because there are a lot of TV shows out there and ideas out there with somebody doing, in a school or whatever the case may be. But, she's going to have to work hard to prove that it's the same show. So, but you might be right, Mama Noise. You might be right.
The lady, they call her the Mama of the Matrix, has been working for many, 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 many years trying to fight and get the just due of her being coming up with the script for the Matrix.
Okay. One of the shows you do watch, Mama Noise, Inventing Anna, that got nominated for Emmy.
Mhm.
In lead actor in a drama series, Justin Bateman, Brian Cox, Lee Jung Jae in Squid Game, Bob Odenkirk in Better Call Saul. So I'm trying to see the black people. Zendaya got another nomination in Euphoria. I have never seen Euphoria, but I heard it's like a teenage drug thing. I don't know. My guy Donald Glover got nominated in Atlanta. See, Issa Rae got nominated in Insecure. Quinta Brunson got nominated for Abbott Elementary. Let's see, is that it? Chadwick Boseman got nominated in A Conglomerate for the Disney show What If.
What if? I ain't seen that one.
Yeah, What If is like a cartoon version of that talks about the multiverse, and so it's like a mini cartoon version of Disney, but it's good. I actually watched it; it was really entertaining. Lizzo got nominated for her competition program. Watch out for the big girls. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as black people. Oh no, I stand corrected. Cheryl Lee Rath and Janelle James from Abbott Elementary got nominated. So that's cool. And then Tyler James Williams, who's the dude that most people know Tyler James Williams from Everybody Hates Chris, but he got nominated for a lot of Abbott Elementary got a lot of nominations.
I said,
See, Mama Noise, black TV can work if you just watch it.
Okay.
Why are you looking like that?
That's strike one, because you told me you was not bringing it up anymore.
I'm not bringing it up.
See, Mama Noise?
I'm not bringing it up. I'm just making a point.
Yeah, you are. Then say in general. Why you gotta say me?
Okay.
You're
right. You're right. I won't say you specifically.
Well, it sounded like
Jay, if you watch more black TV, they'll be successful. Is that better?
Mama Noise, do you think that's the Indian part of you that's prejudiced towards black shows? Because the black people I know, I mean, I can't imagine you being black and not wanting to see black shows. So, what do you think it is? You think is it Indian Mama Noise, or is it white that's mixed up in your blood, in your life?
Damn. I think it's a lot of reality stuff, and I'm not really trying to get into that. I'll be watching documentaries of past things that have happened, historical stuff I didn't know, and or sci-fi and stuff like that, and I, you know.
So
you don't like reality-based TV or dramas that are based in reality.
Okay, so black reality, you want to do that.
I've seen enough of that. Oh my gosh. Oh.
You say I'm black. I don't have to live it.
When we went over Uncorked Wine, we went over black movies. There's not too many of them I hadn't seen. So it's like, okay, I've seen all of that. Why do we
I haven't seen hardly any of them.
Recycle all the stuff from what we did in the past? So
yeah, because the truth is, Jay is less black than you are.
That's negative, Clock Tower. I'm not mixed with the Wahites and the Indians. I'm straight Negro.
Damn.
Yeah, but you've been.
I'm so black. Look at me. I look blue.
Yeah, but the ARMY has softened you up, and now you're not.
I listen. Things I tell young people all the time that are thinking about joining the army. I said, listen, if you was a fool before you joined the army, you're just gonna be a fool when you come out. But if you were smart and intelligent and you use it for what it could be for you, then that's what you're gonna do. The army didn't change me. I was already who I was. Wait for me. I tell you what did change me. Marrying a Jamaican did change me.
How did that change?
Now that's the truth.
You leave that poor woman alone.
Ain't nobody no poor woman. Woman's
sweet.
blessed, man.
Miss Opal is a sweet, sweet saint of a woman.
What do you mean by poor woman? I can name some poor women from you. For you, it ain't my wife.
She's a sweet woman, and she's a saint.
Poor woman? Poor.
She's a saint.
Yeah, St. Louis.
She's a saint.
She is an application for sainthood.
Yes. There are two nominations that are curiously interesting that I did want to bring up for conversation. One is in the category of Variety Special Live, the nominees are the 64th Annual Grammy Awards, live in front of a studio audience, The Facts of Life in Different Strokes, which was pretty good. Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show, the Tony Awards, and wait for it, the Oscars.
What?
The Oscars has been nominated for an Emmy.
Why? They was just bored this year.
Because all the traction they got from the slapping.
I'm sure it was one of the most watched Oscars of all time.
It was.
It definitely was one of the most talked about Oscars of all time.
The most rewatched Oscars. Everybody
so that was one
again, trying to see if it was real or if it was fake.
So that was one of the controversial Emmy nominations. The other one in the category of Variety Special pre-recorded, the nominees are Adele, One Night Only, CBS. Harry Potter's 20th anniversary return of the Hogwarts. Norm Macdonald's Nothing Special Netflix, which is served as a posthumous celebration of Norm Macdonald. One Last Time, An Evening with Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. And Dave Chappelle's The Closer.
Hmm.
Can I ask a question? Is Hollywood lying to us?
About?
Well, the whole thing was the controversy about, oh no, Dave, he can't be nominated because he's against LGBTQA elemental P's and oh no, we can't have that and it's bad and this, that, and the other. And how dare he stand against trans and oh my God, stop it. And then nominated for an Emmy. In fact, this is not his first nomination for talking about what he talks about and still getting nominated for an Emmy.
This is true. I mean, bad publicity is just as good as good publicity.
Is it bad publicity though? Or is it just the squeaky wheels syndrome?
So true.
I'm just asking questions. Because when I saw the nomination, like, really? Dave's nominated? But what about all the hate? What about all the vitriol? What about he hates this group and blah, 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 blah.
But even your haters are watching your show.
I'm just saying.
I mean, because they got to watch
the conversation.
What the hell you see it?
Cuz, what do you think?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Mama Noise, what do you think?
I halfway watch it anyway. I really don't watch it.
What talking about, the Emmys?
Yeah. I halfway watch any of that.
I'll say this about the Emmys. It's not a very good award show. It's okay. It's good, but it's not like great. Like, it's just, if you like those shows and you want to see them win, then that's fine. But as top to bottom, it's not one of the better produced shows. But
What was your question?
Don't waste my time.
Well, is Hollywood lying to us? Like they really love Dave and they love his message, but they want you to think because of the loudness of the squeaky wheel that they are standing in the away from the controversy.
Yes, they're lying to us.
Look at it this way, Lloyd. How much money does Dave Chappelle bring in?
A lot.
A lot. Would
A
you ride
lot.
with him knowing that he brings in, let's say he brings in 600 million?
Let's be clear. The CEO of Netflix rides with Dave Chappelle.
Well, you know what? To your question, Ron, not to cut you off, Mama Noise, but to your question, Netflix has a big day coming tomorrow. Yeah, have y'all heard about this?
Yeah, to make or break the company.
To make or break the company tomorrow, they got to report what their losses are, and if the losses aren't, the number ain't right, it could mean people jumping off the stock ship, and a plummet in Netflix stock. Hashtag they cooking the books right now.
Yeah, pretty much. And honestly, I find it hard to believe that would be the case. This is cute, but I think they're reporting Q2 earnings.
Right.
With the amount of shows they've put out, the fact they've raised people's rates more than once within the past 2 years.
And well, but something is wrong, Ron, because they go to at the end of the year they say they're going to an advertising model,
putting commercials,
and they're gonna have a cheaper plan like Hulu.
I think
you can still have Netflix, but you got to pay for the advertising.
I think the market caught up with them. Like you talking about the Disneys, the Hulus, and all them are using that market where they weren't using that market.
Right.
Now they're telling people they're hitting bad. Just you can tell people you can hit bad to raise up your stock price.
That's a good point.
Because streaming is the way of the future. Everybody's streaming.
Except because.
Yeah. So for you to be a streaming platform and you can't make it,
what is that, cuz?
A lot of other folks is not streaming too because they are just as illiterate as I am when it comes to technology and that streaming stuff. I don't want to go to school to be entertained. I want to be able to click, and I'm done. I feel like I have to learn a new language when it comes to certain things, technology. And I don't want to do it.
When it comes to streaming, you think you have to learn new technology?
Yeah. No, which Hulu, whatever, all the different streaming platforms, and many people have gotten rid of their cable, right?
Yeah. We are many people.
I've never seen. Well, it's just me. I've never. I tried to switch for 2 days. That didn't work for me.
You tried to switch the cable?
I tried to I didn't get rid of my cable, but I tried YouTube TV for like 2 days, maybe 3. It didn't work for me. Kind of
why? Because you had to go search for what you wanted to watch.
Exactly. I kind of.
You don't like that.
Set in my ways. I like what I like. I guess I'm willing to pay for what I like, so I stick with it.
Okay. I love the Switch. I love everything about it. I love the money I've saved. I love being able to control what I watch and when I want to watch it.
What I do wish I could do is I wish I could change my electric company. Now that I wish I could change.
Why can't you?
Goddamn, electric bills high as hell.
Why can't you change? We live in a deregulated state.
That's right.
Where I live, there's only one.
Oh, your home association want to let you choose nothing else?
There's only one in all of this area.
How's that possible?
How could we be deregulated and then have a certain area saying that's the only one that's available?
I got no answers for you. I'm just telling you there's only one.
You might want to sue somebody.
And my light bill is higher than giraffes.
It's pretty high.
It feels high to me. I don't know.
When we first moved to Texas, and I thought TXU was the only one because the apartment complex offers it to you. But then when I met somebody who was an energy broker, that was like, tell me who your energy broker, who you getting energy through right now, and I'll tell you 5 different ones that you can sign up with, and they'll pay you to get out of your contract. I was like, man, even though that just explains why our power grids suck. But other than that, I appreciate the deregulation.
I know everybody's light bills are up because of whatever. Everything's up right now.
Right.
But
that damn Joe Biden.
Some of this shit's way too high.
Yeah, they're driving everything up right now. And it's I'm not sure why.
I'm gonna blame Uncle Joe like everybody else does, man.
You think it's Joe Biden's fault?
I'm just gonna jump on the bandwagon like everybody else. I'm gonna blame Uncle. Damn it, I can't find out who really did it, so I'm gonna blame Uncle Joe.
All right, Joe.
I don't know whose fault it is. I just know it's too high.
It is high. Yeah. It is high.
But shit, what ain't high right now?
Well, listen.
You can't end on a sorry note saying everything is high, dude. You sort of play Sierra or somebody to get the move back.
Sierra? Mama knows what are you typing?
See,
I just hear it. I'm sorry. Go ahead and type, Mama Noise. Go ahead and type. She be mad at me when I call her out. I'll just be joking. It's just a joke. It's like a running joke for the show.
Yo.
She don't like it though, I don't think.
Yeah, she don't like that joke. You need to find a new joke, bro. You gotta find a new joke.
I don't know if I got any more new ones. I'm pretty much a one-trick pony.
You can make up for it. Just go, ride around Arkansas till you find them avocados. Bring them back.
Oh, that would definitely make up for it.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I you to make you what temperature it is? If you leave me a good time.
Did you see the rhythm that's involved in that twerk?
Well, that was the only reason I showed it, because we were asking earlier what a good twerk looked like.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
That's
you
pretty
got
good.
to be able to jiggle that jam on rhythm. It takes talent. Not everybody.
It's impressive. I have to say, it's impressive.
Nothing but skill. Nothing but skill.
Wouldn't you agree, Mama Noah? Seriously, all joking aside, wouldn't you agree that that's a skill? That's not easy to do.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. What was it?
It's not easy to be a good twerker. That's a skill. Not everybody can do. Just because you got booty doesn't mean you can twerk.
I thought we settled that quite some time ago. We're still there?
Yeah, we're still debating on it.
This is Lloyd's palate cleanser.
Well, because Ron asked for it. He said,
Kyrie, you know what? I shouldn't be shocked.
Well, he asked for a palate cleanser.
Yeah, so you can't end the show. You can't end the show depressed. You got to end it, something powerful.
On a high note.
On a high note.
Oh, it's a high note.
And 2 booty cheeks going at the same time on beat.
Get out of town.
Mama Knows, please check your phone just real quick. I understand what Ron is saying, Mama Knows. Life needs a joy attached to it. And in many ways, that Sierra video gives, people joy.
There's a lot of happy people watching the show right now.
We watched that video so many times. We need to go ahead and buy the liquor. I don't know why we haven't bought the liquor. What was the name of the liquor again? I don't remember.
I told you.
It's a tequila.
Don't even know the name of it.
I don't. Which is shameful, by the way.
I will say this too. I have seen some
some women from the Caribbean islands that are twerkers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's almost as if their hips are disconnected some kind of way because your body shouldn't be able to move like that.
Mm.
It is fascinating.
It's a fascinating thing to see.
I was impressed.
Were you impressed?
I mean, at the skill, Mama Noise, at the skill.
I couldn't imagine somebody doing that in the league. I couldn't imagine.
And I think the liquor's called 10-1, something like that. It's a rum, not a tequila.
You think so? Since that's your favorite video, you still don't know the name of it?
I think it's called 10-1. I think that's what it's called.
You know what, Kyrie?
Should we check? Should we just check? We could check.
I don't care to know. Y'all ain't gonna care nothing about the liquor no way. All you want to do is see the video.
No, we need to know what the liquor is out of respect.
I think it's called.
You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Love it, but me. I am so.
Okay.
I'm so glad I didn't have to see that.
Oh, that's why you're boycotting tonight. It feels like you're boycotting the show.
Being able to navigate my computer where when you go to that, I don't have to see it.
Okay.
Oh, you're back? Oh, okay.
Would you feel the same way if it was a dude twerking?
I don't want to see no man twerk.
Oh, good question, Sean. Does a twerk require a big booty? I don't think it requires it.
I think it requires a big booty,
but it does require the dexterity of a jiggle nature. There must be some measure of jiggle in order for it to be considered a true twerk.
You got to have some jam.
You gotta have some jam.
You got to. That's the only way it's gonna work.
Jam or jelly? Because jelly shakes better than jam.
Well, jelly moves uncontrollable. Jelly is just any old fat ass woman.
Jello moves with uncontrollable.
Any old fat ass woman could just move a jello.
So we don't want it just twerking on its own. Like
when she stopped moving, it's still moving.
So which is better? Okay. Ooh, I got a good question. Which is better, a jelly-based girl or a jam-based girl?
Well, jam is generally considered a better quality jelly because it has real fruit.
But a lot of guys like jelly. A lot of guys like to watch it jiggle when he walks down the street.
Because that's all they got in the neighborhood. That's all they got around them. All them big heifers.
So you trying to say those guys are in poverty? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm trying to say you like what you see. That's all you see. That's what you don't like.
Okay.
But see, you got the internet now, Jay, so you can't just say that because it's so much.
Oh, hell, it's like they some type of cattle.
He did say big old heifers like they were cattle, didn't
he? Yeah, he did say big old heifers.
I apologize.
What?
If she big, she big. You know how women sometimes when they stop walking, the booty still move for 2-3 more seconds.
No, I don't look at women's booties to be able to make that determination.
That's just a lot of jelly.
2 to 3 more seconds, just a couple more.
Must be jelly, cause jam don't shake like that. Hey.
So you want control shape.
That's fair.
That's fair.
What would be the equivalent of a twerk for men, Mama? Is it a pelvic thrust?
No.
Women don't want to see a man's pelvic thrust.
Probably something with the chest. The pecs.
Is it making your pecs jump?
I don't think that's inspirational. It's not inspiring.
Is it
like that, Mama?
Is it the massage that's expiring? What is it?
Yeah, you got it with that one.
I mean,
hashtag whoop Tariq's ass.
I mean, you didn't want to say it out loud.
I said it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. All right. We're going to get out of here. Listen, please check your social media. If we get an update on we will surely pass along what we are allowed to pass along. His wife is very much aware of the love that the Noisemakers has for him. So we will absolutely pass along any information that we are allowed to pass along in the time that we're allowed to pass it on. But in the meantime, just pray for him. That's what you do. Pray for him.
Yes.
Would you say, Ron?
No, I said yes, yes.
Yes. And we'll be back tomorrow for Talk That Tuesday. We got an interesting video and conversation that we want to get into in regards to can we change our circumstances, or is that a fantasy, that an unobtainable fantasy? So we'll get into that tomorrow. But I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. I hope we had a good time, and because I enjoyed y'all, we enjoyed y'all. So we'll be back. Talkin Noiz.
We're talking noise.